fast we can get. I assume this dude's gonna, yep. I don't think that's a cop either, so let's see, third gear, 6. That sound is so intoxicating. Hi, what's up guys? This is Brent. This is my first YouTube video, so bear with me. I thought I would do it on my bike that I have. This is my 2019 Ducati Panigale 959 Corse. It's with the livery, with the satin paint, full Öhlins. I want to do likes and dislikes of my bike. Had it for, let me see, about a year and 2 months, I'd say. Year and 2 months. I put on about 2,359 miles. Super torquey. Ducati engine is a great engine. It's got a lot of power. Sounds amazing. This is the stock exhaust. I think it sounds fine too. It sounds good. It sounds really good while it's under full throttle. When I get the RPMs up there, usually past like the 7 to 10 range is where it kind of opens up a lot better. Definitely a different sound coming from my Yamaha. I've never had anything that's Italian too, so it's definitely, it handles a lot differently than my R6 did. It's not even that much heavier than my old bike too, which is kind of crazy. It just feels like a completely different machine though. What's next? Obviously the looks. That's kind of what sold me on the bike to begin with, is the looks. This one, obviously the satin red and white. I just knew they made awesome bikes. Their design though, everything with how where the engine's mounted, their exhaust setup to make this bike pretty narrow. It's not like a fat feeling bike. It feels just as nimble as like a 6, which is pretty crazy. I think it's kind of like a nice combo where I have some of the safety features, but I can still let it rip. This guy has a Ducati quick shifter, which I really like. Another thing I like about this bike is just the way it's made and the color scheme and everything. For things I dislike about my Ducati Panigale 959 Corse. There's a few of them, but it is what it is. I feel like every bike has their negatives anyways. Just depends on if you are able to live with those, and hopefully the positives outweigh the negatives. The first negative, for whatever reason, I think this is when I first saw it in the showroom floor. The first thing I noticed was the fact that this model still has halogen bulbs. And I'm not a fan of halogen bulbs. LED is a premium look. I mean, better vision, the whole works. This guy has halogens headlights for whatever reason. It's got LED rear or LED brake lights and everything in the tail fairings, which looks awesome. But then I just felt like it was kind of weird that they put in just the halogen bulbs for the fronts. It just looks a little odd. I understand maybe if there's an upgraded model where you kind of upgrade to the LED headlights, and that's, I guess, what the V4s are for. The heat from the exhaust, it gets pretty hot. There's a obviously like a ways where they try to dissipate the heat and everything with like a heat shield. When this bike gets warm, it's just pumping out the hot air. When it's hot out, that thing literally, I remember when I test rode this bike before I purchased it, even on a long ride, it was like a 5-minute ride, or like a 5 or 10-minute ride. And I was just, the way I was sitting on the bike, I could have adjusted and sat back a little further too, which does help. It was like 88 degrees outside that day because it was like during the summer, and that did not help at all. I don't think this would be a super good bike to ride around with places where it's a lot hotter, Southern California or whatever. At least for me, the factory seat was essentially just like kind of like a hard plastic with like a soft lining on top. The throttle between like first gear, kind of when I'm getting started, is super touchy, and it's like jerky. Not a huge thing, I guess. Just definitely, I'd say it's one of a minor thing. The screen is it's nothing fancy. I mean, a nice TFT display would have been kind of sweet. Not necessarily even including like all the kind of like the extra features inside it, but like a nice screen kind of would have been cool. But once again, I mean, that's like a negative. It's not that bad. A lot of bikes out today. It's kind of like the first decent day out. Our weather's kind of weird. It's like forecast, you look at the forecast, oh, it's gonna rain for the next week, and then you're on that day, or whatever day it is that it's gonna rain, and it's like cloudy to sunny, and you're like, what the heck? And then it says the next day's gonna rain, same thing, it like clears up. I mean, it's like 70 degrees outside, and I'm pretty sure the weather said it was gonna be raining. I'm not complaining. Other than that, I think honestly that's about it. Nothing huge about like what I don't like about this bike. I mean, or else I guess I probably wouldn't have bought it. Oh, that sound is intoxicating. When you're under full throttle, engine sounds amazing. Camera's still there. Let's go. That's a good sound. Oh shit, cop. He's going the wrong way. No worries. Leave a comment too if you have any questions too, or if maybe you have some insights, critiquing, that kind of stuff, since this was my first video. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Yeah, till next time.